Thank you.
Thank you, and thanks for everybody being here. We're celebrating World Book Day today, just in case you didn't know that it's World Book Day. Yesterday was Earth Day, and today is World Book Day. And so we're here celebrating with 4 of our local authors, and this really is a celebration of local authors. And we've actually been on the street since 9 o'clock this morning, promoting our local authors and asking for support. So we've had all kinds of people tweeting and putting posts on Facebook, and people honking their horns supporting local authors. So it was wonderful to see the support in Vancouver of local authors. So we've got a really great cross-section of local authors here. We have a fiction writer, and Jen wrote a book called Crush, and it is a book about the Kelowna wine industry, and it's a really great insight into the local industry and our local wine industry. Fiction stories, I think, are always a really wonderful way of getting information across. It's a fabulous way of people being entertained by a fictional story, but at the same time bringing in a lot of local interest and local facts, which is a great way for us to learn about our own industry that's just on our doorstep. So Jennifer's going to be talking a little bit later about Crush. Then right next to her we have Mark. And Mark is here representing non-fiction books, and particularly travel, because I think in terms of non-fiction books, and fiction as well, to do with the subject of travel, but non-fiction is a really great way of us really understanding about other countries outside of what we know, or even outside of the places that we're able to go and see ourselves. Armchair travelers, I know, absolutely adore travel books, and I have learned a lot. I traveled a lot around the world, and I know that every time I was going to go to a new country, I really did learn a lot by reading about the country and seeing it through the eyes of an author who's been there and experienced it. So Mark will be here answering some questions about travel books. Then we have Lesley, and Lesley is actually representing children's books. And Lesley's book, The Midas Tree, gives us all a really good example of how we can capture a child's imagination to really help them understand about spirituality and about some of the other values in life. And this is done through this fantastic story. If you can think of Alice in the Wonderland, is a story very similar to that. Children are invited to go through the door of the Midas tree, and inside the Midas tree is a magical kingdom where they learn about all different types of values and spiritual. I will let Lesley explain it a little later. Then we have Ramona, and Ramona is here with her memoir of China. So a little bit like Mark, what Ramona here is doing is really sharing her bridge between the East and the West. Her memoir of China actually captures the story of when she was in China as a school teacher, and she had a horrific car accident. Actually, it was an accident in a local bus. And if it wasn't for the generosity and the love of completely strangers in China that cared for her and helped her, she would have never been able to return to Canada, and she wouldn't have even been standing here today. So she wouldn't have been alive. So it was really it's a wonderful way of really showing the bridge between the East and West, because often we really misunderstand the Eastern culture, we misunderstand Chinese people. And I think what Ramona does in this book is really gives people a fantastic insight into the importance of understanding other cultures and understanding that certainly from Ramona's point of view, that she really wouldn't have been here today had it not been for the generosity of complete and total strangers that were helping her.